Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. So we are continuing on with our 14-week home organizational challenge. This challenge is sponsored by Tony Hammersley from A Bowl Full of Lemons. I will link her blog in the description box and also the Facebook group that you can join if you want to join that group. I found it to be extremely helpful. So last week we focused on the kitchen, and how the challenge runs is it starts on a Saturday and it takes you through Friday of the next week. You have the entire week to work on a specific area in your home. So I do want to say that the kids and I took a couple days to work on the kitchen, and the kitchen so far is holding up pretty well. We decluttered, we deep cleaned, and I'm pleased with the progress that we have made. This week we are starting on the pantry. Now I have a very small in-home pantry and I have a larger garage pantry. So we're going to tackle both of those pantries during this week. So here is my plan on my checklist. It says before starting, collect the boxes, bins, and food containers to organize your food. If you do not have any, simply organize your food in categories. I do have some bins and things in the pantry already. I was able to find one additional bin in the garage, so I'm not sure if I'll use this or not, but I'm not going out to buy any more bins. Actually, I did buy some the other day that I'm going to have to go grab. Jackson probably just didn't know where they were. But it was 2 or 3 storage bins. I was at the Dollar Tree, and I will link in an iCard at the top where you can see that shop with me where I bought the bins. And then it says set up. Line up your empty containers onto the kitchen table. If you're not using them, you can still separate your food into categories. I am not going to do that because my kitchen table is set for the week. So I'm going to just line everything up on the kitchen counters. So we'll just be taking things out of the pantry and putting them on the counters. Then it says purge and organize. Take everything out of your pantry, check expiration dates, and throw out expired, no longer used items. Place like items in the same containers, and then organize your food by categories. Breakfast, pasta, baking, sauces, bread, snacks, sides, anything like that. And it says you can also use empty food bags, boxes, and put things in containers or mason jars, or like coffee cans or things like that, to give your space a uniform look. So that's the point, is to be uniformed in your look. Again, if you don't have that, it's no worries. Use what you have. This challenge is not about how much money you can spend, more than just purging the things you don't need, decluttering, getting in a good deep clean of your areas. And again, I did pick up a few storage bins, but I am repurposing a few bins as well. So don't go out and spend money if you don't have it. Use what you have, and that's totally fine. Then it says clean. Once you're finished organizing everything, then you want to wipe out your pantry, sweep and mop the floor. If you want it all nice and clean before you put your stuff back in. And then it talks about labels. So label each container using a labeler, or hang a hang tag and label them that way. If you don't have labels or hang tags, I have found, especially if you're using plastic containers or boxes, a simple Sharpie marker will write on glass. So I've written in Sharpie marker on my mason jars, and I've also written in Sharpie marker on my plastic containers. Then at the bottom, this just has your shopping list and your to-dos. So I bought some red bins. They're already in the garage. I'm going to go pull those out. I'm going to do everything she says on here. I'm pulling everything out of the pantry at once. I'm not going to do it shelf by shelf. I'm just pulling everything out, and then I'll go through the things I need to keep, the things I need to throw away, and then just organize again by like categories. So come along with the kids and I as we tackle our pantry. Okay, so really quickly, I went into my garage and I pulled out the baskets that I had. Now this red basket right here, I did purchase that at Dollar Tree, but these 3 little red ones, I already had these. So I did not have to purchase those, but I did swap them out with 2 new baskets that I had got at Dollar Tree last week. So those are a couple that I'm considering. My kitchen pantry cabinet containers are red, so I'm going to try to stick with that scheme. I also found this empty shoebox that I had. This one we had in the pantry, but it's kind of ratty. I think I'll take if I end up using it, a magic erase to it and see if I can get just kind of that black stuff from there. It's just from being in there for so long. And then I had these little containers that I bought actually for the office probably years and years ago. And I had these sitting into the garage as well. So those might come in handy. I might put them in my spice cabinet to hold my gravy packets and different things like that. Not sure. Maybe not use them at all. And then this container is a metal container that I got from Goodwill for $1.29. And I've been trying to find something to do with it. I'm not sure if I'll use it or not, but here it is. And maybe it will be helpful for me to have. So we're getting ready to unload the pantry and come along with us as we get her done. All right, everybody, we are done with pantry, at least the one in the house. We still have to do the one in the garage, and we will tackle that in just a little bit. But here's what we were able to accomplish. So we wiped down the door, front and back of the pantry, made sure to disinfect all the handles. And then up here at the top, we have these two white containers. I got these from Dollar General a long time ago. I just have in here some foil pans, any lunch boxes that we have, and then I have water bottles up there. We have containers of juice, Ocean Spray. There's some Welch's grape juice, sparkling cider. We have those in here. And then this top shelf is anything that would maybe be considered a carb or a condiment. So oils here for when I have guests over to the house. We do keep our paper plates, and I had this Lazy Susan in another place. I just put it in there. It really has no functionality at all except to hold the paper plates. I had this one container that I got from Goodwill. I did have flour in here, but I've since moved the flour to something different, and I've actually gone to put some cereal in here. This is Special K. I don't normally eat that, but it does have some fiber content, which I really need, so I have that there, and the kids' cereal is behind there. In here, I just have this red bin that's full of mac and cheese, and then we moved down to the next shelf, which I use all the time. This is where my canned goods are. Since Weight Watchers has allowed you now during the freestyle program to have beans, canned beans, I do have a lot more beans. So we have categorized this into light beans and black beans, and then these are all our brown beans, pinto beans, garbanzo beans, and anything in that family. I had a couple things of soup that I just kind of shimmied in the back of that. I had this one particular container that really is not in my color scheme. However, it will allow me to store my big can of corn, a big can of peaches. So we just put pineapples in here. I've got tuna, and I also have some salmon. In this container right here is all soups or diced tomatoes. And then if you move down one more shelf, here I have condiments as well, peanut butter and jelly or pickles that the kids like to eat, and then my syrups, sugar-free and then regular for the other kids when they come. And then we have onions and sweet potatoes in this one. And here's a handy dandy tip, because the onion skins do tend to shed. I put just a Walmart bag or a Food Line bag, whatever kind of bag you have inside there. So if your onion skins are shedding, all you have to do is remove the bag and you don't get peels on the floor. And then in this last bottom shelf, I have, this is popcorn, and then snacks like Tic Tacs or gum that I get with coupons. We have some pretzels in here that we use for Christmas to make treats, and we still have not used those up, so I just threw those in there. And then this is oatmeal and grits for the kids, which they can grab. On the bottom, we put our bottled waters in there. Bottled waters on the bottom. And then behind there we have a magazine rack, and it's holding our turkey bags, our freezer liner or freezer paper that we don't use very often, and then we just put Ma'am's food over here on the side. And we actually, she gets training treats, so we put her training treats inside of a Ziploc bag and zipped it up and put it inside of her food bag. That way we don't have two different things for her, and everything is contained in one space. So that seemed to work out pretty good at the moment, and we're going to try that to see how we like it. So that is our pantry organization clean out. We did toss a lot of stuff out. And then the last thing we ended up with were, these are some of the containers that we didn't even end up using. We actually pulled a couple out of the pantry. So if we need to use these, we can. But I was using this magazine rack to hold some stuff that I actually moved into the island when we did kitchen week. And so here it is, just some containers that we can use in different spaces of our home. So we hope that you have enjoyed this pantry clean out. Thank you so much for joining us for the 14-week organizational challenge. It is a challenge to really clean your home, but we are thankful that you are here with us. So if you like this pantry clean out video, be sure and give us a thumbs up. It just says, hey, we liked your video. If you're new around here, hit the red subscribe button. We love to keep you as a part of our YouTube community. And also hit the little bell, that way you never miss an upload from us. Thank you so much for stopping by our channel, and until the next time we organize, bye.